All right, and we are back with another episode of Panther is Out Folding Table Talk. This is episode. What is it?
69. I mean, just 6'9". But hey guys, 6'9".
Episode 69. We made it, guys. We officially
Why are you looking at me like
can
that?
quit now.
Butchered that, dude.
Did you have a better one? Okay, go ahead. You have the floor.
All right.
Mac has the floor, guys.
Nice.
Insert catchphrase.
Oh, man. Okay, so we're here. It's December. You know what that means?
It's cold.
That-
I'm sorry. Christmas?
Christmas is coming up,
Right?
And
Christmas?
and this episode is probably not going to be for airsofters. This is going to be for parents, significant others, or relatives that are looking to get Christmas presents for airsofters.
So like the video that the airsofters are supposed to be showing their parents?
Yes.
Everyone's
So
gonna be
we
sending this link.
we literally started with
okay.
this
All
this
right.
episode is
So no more-
69. So
No more banter because like the parents aren't really gonna like that whole
No,
69
we'll give 'em
joke, eh?
timestamps.
Right?
Maybe.
Hey.
We'll give them timestamps, maybe.
Okay.
But the main thing is gift lists. That sounded a lot better in my head.
It did. Like now that I'm thinking
Christmas
about it too, yeah.
gift lists.
So this is more to help people, airsofters to send to, whoever they need to get presents from. And they're going to get all the info from us on what to get for them. So this is for you, and we're going to help you. We're going to guide you into what to get for you. So again, it's directed to parents, significant others, friends.
I mean, it could be
Relatives.
to the regular airsofter
Or-
too. You
or
know,
to
just
another
grabbing something,
airsofter,
'cause
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't buy something for you guys. Like, what the hell do you want?
Well,
I don't know.
I want-
Right?
I was
Like,
gonna
I'm listening, guys. I'm taking notes myself.
I want an
okay?
MCX SIG.
We've been talking about this for months. Like,
your Tarkov build can go out the window.
Yeah. So shall we get started?
yeah,
All right, let's just
So
jump
as,
into it.
as an airsofter, we understand that it's going to be hard to buy gifts for us because we already know what we want to begin with.
that's not true.
Well,
airsofters are picky. That's what I'll say.
No,
That, and
I
don't
get it.
expect
I'm
people
picky.
to go out and get like a gun or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's also very
that's
difficult to
something
do.
That's like a personal purchase. So like we're gonna go through like ideas for people, just like everyone always has. Like, oh, what kind of gifts do I get? I don't know what that person likes. Well, we're gonna go through the general things right now. What an airsofter is gonna like. So we're just gonna hit down on our list, and we're gonna have Mac go down section 1, and then we're gonna have Poi hit up the next section there.
Yeah. So this is just going. We're not going to do like a deep review of anything.
isn't in order or
So if
anything.
you're an airsofter and you already know what you're doing, don't bother watching this. Send this to your relatives.
Know what you're doing because that's why you're
Actually,
watching
okay,
this.
so I'm reinforcing this again, guys. You know what? Don't knock it because again, maybe they're out there, they're gonna buy something for their friend, their teammate, something like that. And they're looking for ideas too, because God knows I can't
They
shop.
weren't listening to
Hey,
them
can
the
you let me
entire
finish?
no.
Okay? I haven't been able to buy you a proper gift in years, but I got you one this year. And you enjoyed it, right?
You got me a great gift. I don't know
There
what
we
you're
go.
talking
So,
about.
so
I have
All
no
right.
complaints.
So let's go down the list here. We've compilated a list here of things to get. Of course, I guess I'll just start it off.
okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so first off on our list here that we've all compiled together is a barrel bag. There's tons of different options out there that are, kind of unique to a design or the main thing is safety rating and stuff. So make sure it's a proper airsoft barrel bag or paintball barrel bag. Both of them work the same and everything. To make sure.
So for viewers who don't know, what is a barrel bag?
Okay, a barrel bag or a barrel sock, a barrel condom. There's tons of different words for it and everything like that. If you cross the pond, I don't even know what kind of nicknames they have over there. But a barrel sock and a barrel bag, as we call it, is usually just the piece of it's the secondary piece of safety equipment that you would put onto your airsoft gun, just to ensure that there are no projectiles flying around in the safe zone and everything like that. Because obviously we want to make sure that we're being safe. Airsoft is about safety.
Oh,
And
yes.
it's
Oh,
about
yes.
shooting people.
So in Panther, it's common to have a barrel bag on your barrel of the gun.
It's very common. It's mandatory.
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory, in
Yeah.
fact,
Yeah.
to be walking around in the safety area.
There you
without
go.
An inert gun.
So that is a first thing that you must have at Panther. We do sell it at Panther as well, so come and get it. You could also grab it from Trigger Airsoft and all these other stores as well. All right, shall we move on to the next list here?
calling me out here on the.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think the next one fits you the best.
Okay.
We're talking about anything here on this list.
Oh yes. So, as an airsofter, collection is a big thing. A hobbyist, we're all collectors.
We're not talking about his guns, guys.
Well, yeah,
Everyone knows about your guns.
yeah. So patches.
Well,
That is a great gift.
There you go.
Yeah,
Honestly,
patches is probably one of the greatest things to get for an airsofter because, they have a certain taste already when it comes to getting patches, right?
Well, okay, is anyone ever gonna say no to a patch?
No,
Can you go wrong with a patch?
You can't go
ever
wrong with a
right? I
patch.
mean,
No.
Even if you were to get me a double or a triple of something that I already had, that just
adds to the collection.
That just adds to the collection. And now I have something
Force
that I
me
can
to
trade.
get another kit.
Well, more felt, or I could trade it. So it's a little bit of patch currency there. So that's
Yeah.
always a good idea, and I really recommend.
Yeah.
What is it what's the one that you signed up for again? It was the Patch Panel Annual. Whatever. I know you were a part of it before. Right now.
Yeah.
obviously.
So there are places to get patches. Like if you want something right away, you could go to
A surplus shop or.
Yeah, you can go to any surplus shop. They will have patches in there. They'll have wall patches. If you want, if you're if you're a parent of a son that's playing or daughter's playing, and their blood type, that's a big one. Is getting the blood type patches as well. Yeah, they're very common. There's a lot of other patches out there as well that you can get from all of these surplus stores. You could also go out to something like Etsy. If you're gonna go to Etsy, make sure you get the patches that have Velcro backing. That's a common mistake when you're getting embroidered patches. We have an entire segment on just patches alone, so if you want to watch that, go watch that. Other than that, yeah, patches, they're great, and they're always like a nice present to have.
There's a patch for everything.
Yeah,
And let's not forget, guys, included in the patches, let's say your friend already has patches and you can't think of something to get. Buying them a patch wall sheet or even just more, square footage for them to be able to add more patches isn't a bad idea either.
Yep.
So that's something to think about as well.
Yeah,
I
so
know,
you
if
could get
give
those
that to
felt
Paulie, he'll
walls.
fill it
Yeah.
up quick.
Exactly. You go to, I think they're like a fabric store or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You find it. Go bring your patch. Right?
So yeah, patches. Great gifts for Airsofter. I think we'd appreciate it when we get patches. We always do, right?
I like patches.
I love patches.
They're
So
a
there
good
you go,
token.
They
guys.
are all over everywhere.
Yeah, they're in my car.
Yeah.
They're in my
Yes.
room. They're in my container. All right. So next up on the list here,
Clothing. Okay, yeah. So guys, just
Clothing.
to keep it, really simple and stuff like that. You don't have to go out and get them like the specific camo and stuff like that because again, some people might be particular on that and whatnot. But what you can get them, right? What they can't be picky about is the accessories. And I'm not talking about like little wrist bands and whatnot. I'm talking about like cold, wet weather gear and hot weather gear, right? Maybe they want some shorts, right? Maybe they want some kind of Under Armour or something like that. Maybe they want a rain poncho, right? Things like that are really going to aid them, right? But not add to the whole main construct of what they're, sort of like trying to kid them.
Sustainment gear,
Yeah, exactly. Those are great things. And also they don't break the bank, right? And it doesn't hurt for someone to have another, little piece to their kit. So there is that option. Of course, you can check out, your local surplus stores for those options. You can check out your local Airsoft stores as well. They are going to have certain kind of, accessories that you can get, as well as don't be afraid to go check out Walmart, Army, and Navy.
if they're still around.
They're gone now.
They're gone
right?
now. Yeah.
Okay, no more Army and Navy, guys. I'm going
Unfortunate.
Walmart. Wow.
Walmart. Yeah.
Walmart or
surplus
Marks
stores.
or something,
Your guys' store.
Yeah. Maybe not right now, but I just maybe not right now because we're out of stock of a lot of stuff. But I'm just saying, guys, hit up those places. It's a really good idea to think about those.
I'm
kinds of
sure they're
things.
gonna ask what color should I get because that's probably a common one when it comes to clothing. I think we're all in understanding here that OD is probably your best friend.
Honestly,
green,
If
yeah,
it's
OD
green?
or black.
Are we
because-
talking like a personal opinion though, or what people?
Well,
ask
no,
me?
I mean,
'Cause when
as
people
in-
ask
as in
me, my
general.
response is actually, what do you like?
As in like a parent's decision, as in like I'm getting
No,
this
but
for you
even
for
then,
function.
right? No,
Woodland. Woodland.
You never go wrong
Woodland.
with
You can never go wrong with Woodland,
no
guys.
choice.
Never go wrong
This
with
is
God's
gift.
blood.
This is
Okay?
gift.
You never go wrong with Grandpa's old uniform.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say and come across, right,
yeah.
is the fact that it's you know, I won't force that onto somebody. I'd more ask what their opinion or choices and stuff like that, you know? So, like, when people ask me, like, oh, like, what's the best camo to get? It's like, whatever.
Wait until you have children.
Whatever fucking camo.
You have no choice.
No. Look, if
You dress the way I want
if
you to.
and when I have a tactical baby, that is going to be the best investment I ever put my money into. And food. I will feed it too.
If you know the Airsofter's clothing size, this is a good option to get. Clothing is pretty cheap, honestly. And
What's that?
yeah, they're pretty good. Shall we move on to the next one?
My goodness. Alrighty there, live chat.
Ruthless fluff.
Oh, let's not.
I'm trying to keep avert my eyes.
All right. Let's keep it friendly for the folks that are trying to figure out what they need here. All right. Next on the list here.
This is a big one.
Yep.
Footwear.
Footwear.
So I know this topic has come up. For
Yep.
us
Take over.
multiple
Take
times.
over.
Yeah, I'm just doubling back here and looking back at this year, right? 2021. Like,
Yep.
How many times have we all kind of talked about footwear and emphasized about footwear and those sorts of choices and stuff like that? And a lot of people, they tend to kind of ignore that because they dump all the money in the gun or they dump all the money in the gear, and all of a sudden you're running around in your super hot cries with Nike SBs on, and you look totally fucking weird. But we're not
Why
judging.
are you calling me out right now?
Shut up, okay? I'm not. I wasn't looking at you.
You were looking right at
I was
me.
looking,
saying
I was looking
this.
through you at point.
Literally calling out my summer outfit
So-
here, guys.
Footwear, big thing. I break my ankles a lot. I know this,
It
and
happened. It's not an often thing.
it's part to do with footwear, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you know the Airsofter's foot size, and that's something that you see that they constantly do, like come out to the field a lot. Footwear is one of those things that it's the first contact to the ground, and they're fighting against outdoor weather. That's a big one, right? That clothing, cool, like it'll fight for warmth, or heat, but footwear is probably the number one priority for a lot of these kids. And you're right, it is the most forgotten thing when little Jimmy goes out there. He's got his first airsoft gun, but he's rolling around with his like Jordans or something, right?
Or even flip-flops.
Flip-flops, yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I played this summer in flip flops.
You're so
yeah.
cringeworthy.
I was running around with my chest rig.
Yeah. Cry and flops, eh? Wow.
So stores like DS Tactical,
I made flip flops.
you could go to Poco Military if you want some of the military surplus stuff.
Gift idea.
But you could also go to just any sporting goods store and get a hiking boots. That's
so an emphasis on
you don't
that as well.
have to get
Exactly.
military boots.
No, 100%.
This is true.
It's in any kind of outdoor shoe, right? And that's the thing that I honestly kind of point towards people as well, is I would go more towards a hiking boot or something like that than a actual combat boot.
Yeah,
Because I
or
know
issued ones. Yeah,
well, yeah, just because like I know those ones are, they look cool. They're pretty much general purpose, so you can kind of use them in a varied region and stuff like that. But when you get something that's geared towards specific outdoor use, like especially in our climate and weather in the West Coast, and then especially at Panther being the big outdoor field that we are, outdoor hiking shoes, you can never go wrong with high ankle support. Right?
High ankle.
And tie your shoes. Oh my God.
So I think we need a lesson in
David, David, tie your shoes.
Okay, so yeah, footwear, another great thing to get. This doesn't even have to relate to airsoft either, right? You could just give them a new pair of hiking boots and be like, you could use it for hiking, you could use it for airsoft, you could use it for your outdoor activities, right?
For anyone listening, Solomon, size 13. What?
How much are they?
I don't know. That's not gonna be my problem.
You're not even gonna set the bar low here. I just want some what are those ones? The Loas or whatever.
Oh, damn. Okay.
All right.
Lows are nice too.
Shall we move on?
right, moving on.
Definitely.
So yeah, nothing to add to shoes, but yeah, that is.
Someone fluff say cry Crocs. They make Crocs. Send
doing
me a
it.
link.
I'm doing it. Yep.
All right, so next one is gonna be slings.
Ooh.
That is probably a missed
Another
item,
often overlooked
and missed
forgotten.
item for airsofters.
And-
Who needs slings?
I have strong arms.
Why would I need a sling? Said every child ever. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, my metal gun is too heavy.
So
Looking at
it
you
comes
just
to a point
speeds
where you
off
see a
this.
bunch of kids in a mil sim, and then they're carrying around their like 5-pound airsoft guns.
Some of these kids can't even handle like a 20-minute skirmish.
I was gonna say even like the 15-minute
city matches.
matches.
Like, I
yeah.
gotta put it down. I gotta pull out my pistol.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
So slings are also good because of the fact that you don't have to leave your gun out on the ground, right? When you're transitioning to like a pistol or something, or you're running, right? Or if you trip, right? Like
Honestly, I think it's just like it's a weight saver, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like if like say you're just marching back to your respawn. Like,
Yep.
Now I can let go of my.
No, yeah, you don't have to use your arms.
I don't hold it,
You're
right?
just
Scratch
carrying
it.
it.
You can scratch your nose.
Scratch my nose.
Not have your barrel in the ground.
Not having your barrel in the ground.
Yeah, have your tech clean that barrel that's in the
Gun
ground.
shooting oddly to the left. I have no idea
Oh,
why.
let's check your barrel. Oh, it's dirty.
Dirty.
Or
Ooh.
it's bent because you've just been.
So there you go. So you want little Jimmy's, like his airsoft gun to last longer, get a sling because he's going to put it on the ground less and it's going to be on his body at all time. Well, not all the time, but when he's playing.
And also, I'd like to point out for those who are listening, we do have an episode on slings. So for you guys who are kind of wanting to get more of the details on what to pick, just because if we spout it off right now, there's 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. Boom, already we can start a whole episode on that.
Point?
Yes, I did. Should I take that back?
Don't buy those.
But you bought one.
No.
Okay, let's not confuse them.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. Anyways, there's
Just
an
a
episode
standard
for that.
just a standard 2-point sling, guys, is probably your best friend.
It's your most standard one.
It's very standard, yeah.
Exactly. Everyone knows that one.
All right.
Everyone wants to be cool and get a 1.1 until you realize how useless they are.
Okay, here we go. So
Okay, yeah.
next up on the list here,
Supplies.
yeah,
Oh.
BBs.
Babies.
BBs.
Ammunition. Okay.
Ammunition.
So, yeah, this is super easy. Well, actually, it depends. You gotta do a little research.
No, you just gotta ask them. Hey, what BB weight do you shoot?
Well, you could ask them that, or even just the brand. Sometimes
just-
people
just
are really
look at the-
particular on the brand.
Just look at the bag.
I'm not asking you what brand. You're gonna get.
You're gonna give me a bag of Tamashits. That's what you're gonna do.
It's
I'm gonna ask for
pronounced Tamashi.
airsoft BBs, and he's gonna give me some Tamashits.
It's pronounced
Tamashis. I got
Tamashi.
some for you.
Tamashi.
Tamashita.
Tamashi.
All right. So what we're saying is don't get Tamashis.
Yes.
Who said that? I just said Tamashi.
Go to your airsoft store. Ask them. This
BLS
is
BBs.
this
Go get
is
some BLS BBs.
yeah. BLS BBs is your best friend at
Elite Force isn't a good,
That was a good one.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Sorry. It's not.
I was gonna say. What did you just say?
We're not gonna go in depth on the review here, guys.
Yeah.
But you can go out to an airsoft store. Yeah.
Right? Like
You could
quality
ask. You
brands
could
that we
ask.
know.
You could ask that airsofter what weight he uses. That's probably the most important part.
Or just
But
check his room.
yeah,
And not gonna
honestly,
lie.
a standard 2.5 will get you far, especially with just playing city.
Yeah, with our community, honestly, a 2.5 I mean, I use a 2.8. That's it.
Yeah,
It's just
no, I
because I'm
use
more of a nerd.
I use 2.5s like all the time, and it's no problem. 2.8s is like the most I've like the heaviest I'll use.
It's like creme de la creme.
So more than likely, they're gonna be using the same thing. I mean, they're out in the field, they're gonna use it, they're gonna expend all that ammunition, and then they're gonna buy some more anyway. So
Yeah, and also it's always a good time to get the bulk purchases as well. If you yourself are an airsofter, right, and you want to get yourself bulk purchases, and then you want to, maybe gift your friend, or friends with airsoft BBs as well, that's also another good option to go through and whatnot. Even for you guys as well, actually, if you guys want to get together and just gift yourselves airsoft BBs and you want to get yourself some.
Hey,
bulk.
buddy, I got you a couple keys of
Of the white stuff.
The white stuff.
all right, so yeah, BBs, it's a consumable. It'll last them.
You're always gonna use it.
I
right?
will
I'll
be
last them a couple of
happy.
weeks.
Like socks and
regardless.
underwear. You're never upset if you get socks
Exactly.
and-
You're
Yeah.
gonna
Unless you're
use
like
them.
It's
under
something that they don't have to
16.
purchase. How much is a BB, like a bag of BBs, cost anyway?
30, 40, almost $50, depending on.
Yeah, but well, it depends. They range from, right, depending on where you can get them and how much you purchase.
Well, I'm getting them in
and
a
how many
kilo
you
bag.
get them. You can get them between $20, right, depending on how much you buy, all the way up to, unfortunately, some of the bags are now over $60.
Yeah.
You
So
dang
supply chain
ass.
issues, guys, it still exists, unfortunately.
Yeah, the heavyweights.
But if you want to help, little Jimmy out with a little bit of funding for their sport, ammunition is probably a good one to get as well. All right, let's move on. Magazines.
Ooh, this is a big one.
Yep.
There's a lot of variety out there.
Whoa. Yeah, I
This
don't
is-
know. What would you go with?
So just a disclaimer, this is a little bit of a hard one to do because it depends on the platform they're using. It depends on what's compatible and brand. So careful with this one. If you know what they're using, right? If you're an Airsofter, giving another
Buy an
Airsofter
M4
gift,
mag
I think
for
magazines
kid.
is probably the best way to go. Like a bulk load of magazines, like, for $50, you get a package of 10 or something like that.
That's debatable, actually. It
Yeah.
depends on it because yes, you can get the good PMag packages, right?
Yep.
The pack of 5 and stuff like that, right? And those are a good buy.
Yeah.
But you can run into the stuff like where you get like the clear plastic ones in the bulk, the clear plastic ones in the 5 and stuff like that, and those are not good.
Oh, good.
So you want to be careful with that one. Definitely, you got to do a little research, like we were saying.
So-
And the thing with that one too, okay, you got to be careful about is just the small little tolerances, right? The discrepancies in the mags and stuff. So basically, if you go and buy a mega pack, like you're saying, and all of a sudden now you got 10 mags that don't work in your gun at all, right? Like, yeah.
There's that. There's that. Also, do I
Yeah,
buy you
just
an
a buyer
M4 mag in
beware
your
kind
case,
of
sir?
thing with that, right?
Okay, so what we're saying is just be careful because this is more towards other airsofters giving airsofters gifts. If you're a parent or a significant other who don't know, then don't skip this one.
Yeah,
Well,
skip magazine.
Not even skip them because I mean, if you've got a parent in here, okay, I'm hoping that parents aren't dumb. Parents aren't dumb usually, and usually they're involved in their child's airsoft
Yep.
careers that they should be because that is the law, Bill 4. Thank you. So basically, from that, they should know what magazines they bought previously. Right, or maybe the kids complained all summer about how the mags don't work.
If you are the parent, you would know what kind of
It's your
airsoft
money,
gun.
man.
Yeah.
If I was spending money, I do spend money all the time. I do the research because it's my money,
Okay.
right?
All right, so let's move on. Magazines. Everybody
a hot
that's
topic. Hot
an
topic.
airsofter knows what it is. It's a if I got magazines as a present, like a bulk or even a single one, I'll take it. I like it.
Happy because I would buy you the ones that I know would work for you.
Yeah,
though,
but I mean
right?
PTS, right?
Yeah, I mean PTS, EPMs, and the
EVM ones.
So now we're getting deep into it. Let's not dive into it,
Those
but
aren't bad. Those are pretty tried and true. But I've met a couple of them.
Yeah.
That, kept a couple guns that don't like
EP,
those.
EPMs, guys, buy those.
Well, I mean, they're okay.
All right.
Okay.
I think
All right.
those were some weak ass guns.
So next to that is gonna be BB loaders.
Well, we all know there's only one tried and true BB loader.
What's that?
Well, if you have an M4, you're getting an Odin Sidewinder from Airsoft. Is it? It's from
Airsoft Innovations?
no, it's
No?
from Odin Innovation.
Odin Innovation.
I was gonna say the dude in his garage making all that stuff and getting cranked out. Do not buy the gear stock ones. Do not buy the Vulcan ones.
So we all know Airsofters probably has the classic not to me like Tokamaruri plunger,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen some weird ones.
Let's not.
Okay.
I think another Airsofter would know, but for the parents or the other people who are non-Airsofters, a standard plunger type, that came with their gun,
Yep. Most of them.
and that'll probably break pretty soon because they're very brittle for some of the plastics. So getting something like getting another even just getting another one just to have a backup is good for them because if you go to Amazon and look for BB loaders, they're cheap.
Yeah.
You go to Amazon and look for, or you could go to any airsoft store, they'll have Odin speed loaders, and that is probably a tried and true standard sort of airsoft gear that you see for veteran players out there, people who've been playing long, and yeah, no, I have a bunch, and it's just again one of those overlooked things, right? Like you got a gun, then you don't have money to spend on an Odin speed loader, right? How much are they now?
I think they're
Like $60 is
Yeah,
what I
was gonna
remember
say
them.
around 50 to 60 bucks.
That's what I remember them being around. It's like
Oh, okay.
50, 60 bucks.
So there you go. Cheap gift, no problem. $60. That's
Well, I mean, for
pretty
those
good,
that-
and that'll last them a while too.
Exactly, and those that say that that's a little expensive, you really are getting what you're paying for that.
Yeah.
thing, because
I've had
that thing-
mine for what 4 years?
About 4
Yeah,
years,
about 4 years now.
Almost 5 years now.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with another speed loader as well.
That thing.
Well, it's loaded all
I'm
my
talking.
bags.
I've gone through
So-
6 bags in a day. And it's just,
Yeah,
All right, so now that we got ammunition and loading out of the way, let's move on to more tools that are like almost for serious, not for serious, but for starter techs and stuff like that. So tools. Now this is your topic here, but I want to jump in here because a tool that I use the most, I have like a bunch of them as well, is a multi-tool.
Yes.
That is probably something you want to start off with in Airsoft, because there is a lot of parts that you got to pull out, you got to move, when you're at the field, you need to, make adjustments on your accessories. You need like a screwdriver or something like that.
I agree with you. Like, it should be on your list, but I wouldn't say it's something like personally, right? So that's just me. It wouldn't be something that I would buy first off,
No, it's something to have. Like, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be for Airsoft use. Like, I use I use my multi-tool. Yeah,
I mean, I love the multi-tool, and that's why I have one as well, right?
Yep.
I mean, if I'm gonna recommend a toolkit for something, I do. What was the one? What do you call it again? It's a computer screwdriver set or something.
It's like a precision screwdriver.
Yeah.
Because you aren't getting in.
It's an electronic screwdriver set.
You're not getting into the V2 gearbox.
I think we're jumping into more teching at that point, so we'll leave it up to tack here because that's
general tools. I guess a knife and multi-tool is definitely pretty good there. Yeah, that's kind of attacking everything on the outside, and then.
Well, as a gift, right, for Christmas, I would say a multi-tool does sound good anyway. Just
like a standard Gerber. Yeah, they're pretty expensive, or a Leatherman.
Or even just a Swiss Army knife and whatnot. That's a classic. I don't know about kids nowadays for their generation, but that was something that was popular as a Christmas gift from father to son kind of thing. So, dads, we're out there. Hey, keep that tradition going, maybe.
Let's bring it back. If we're allowed. If we're allowed.
No, we are.
Yeah, I know. I got in trouble at school for that. But
okay, don't bring it to school.
You pulled it out of your pocket.
I didn't actually. I'll be very clear. I'm gonna say this for the record. Tyler went into my bag and then went to the principal. Oh, wow. So technically, he committed a fraud first.
The guy was a POS first.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyways, that record straight there. Tools. Well, we did a specific episode on this, so if those wanting a deep dive in that, you can go check out that episode. But just in general, right? If you have a kid or a person who's into getting into airsoft teching and whatnot, there's all kinds of things that you can get. But obviously, more screwdrivers is never a bad thing because you're always going to end up losing them, or you're going to strip them and whatnot. Getting Allen key sets, both metric and imperial, is also a good thing because you're always going to lose those really, really tiny ones, and you can never buy them by themselves. They only come in the sets, so might as well just buy them a couple sets. Work lights, if they tend to work, down on their desk on a workstation a lot and whatnot, lights are never a bad idea when it comes to, tools for gifts and whatnot.
What about those mats that you work on? The tech mats.
It depends. If you have a stationary area that you can work on, I would say it's not bad.
I think the cheat for that is look for not keyboard, but computer mats. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah, well, it depends. Like if you're looking for like the neoprene kind of foam kind of thing, yeah, definitely look at the computer mats and whatnot. Always look at different kind of hobbies. Or trades, quote unquote, just because sometimes branding and marketing and brings up the price a lot. So something that could be $3 ends up being $25 on your end just because of how many hands it goes through. So a little kind of research also saves you some money along the way, and you get a good, cool product.
I'll get you Amazon.
Yeah, and I guess if anyone's actually thinking about getting a gift for someone this year, 100% don't doubt it that you guys should be getting them either an armorer's wrench or that really long boy Phillips screwdriver, so that they can they can stop borrowing mine at the field and keep tightening their buffer tubes. Hey, that's all you guys who are going to be watching this or listening to this. But other than that, I without going, onto a whole list, if you guys want a, bigger list of tools again, like I said, go check out that episode. But moving down on here, we're going to go on to battery chargers and battery testers.
battery chargers, battery testers overlooked, right? They
100%.
they would go to the
100%
store,
underrated.
get the gun and then airsoft gun, and then afterwards they're like they're gonna use the cheap charger that comes with it.
Honestly,
I want-
it's not even just the charger too. It's just the
It's all of it. It's all of it.
It's the no knowledge of the battery.
2021 was
I'm
the
gonna-
year of like
How many times did I
battery,
kill my lipo?
just ill.
That same kid. How many times can I kill my lipo and come back?
I feel bad because he bought 5 brand new lipos and then
Ouch.
killed all of them.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah,
All of 'em.
Sad story.
That's
But I know we've all been there.
how much is that? $30 each?
$30 a battery.
Mm.
And battery maintenance is a big one for airsoft. Unfortunately, getting a charger that is a smart charger and as well as a really good charger is at least $100. So that's one of those things when you start off with airsoft, you're like,
Really? The Sky RC one that I got is like a $40 charger.
40?
Yeah, the one I got off of Amazon, the RC charger that I use.
His is like a single smart RC charger.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that one is
I've been out of the loop for a while for buying chargers, so I mean,
like prices could have gone down for sure.
maybe,
Boy,
but
they have 11.1 volt batteries.
Oh my!
get out of here. We're not gonna go into battery specifics because an airsofter should know what batteries to get.
What? What do you mean? My gun's life already. Sorry, guys. I'm having repercussions and freaking flashbacks of all the stupid things I was told.
Well, okay. So while we're still on that topic, actually, because something I don't want people to not
do and don't.
or to overlook, as Poi was
Don't
saying.
do.
Battery testers. That's actually something that I think all of you guys should get because not only will it give you a better idea of how bad you guys are at your own maintenance, right? But it's also gonna save you guys from borrowing it from me. But besides that, it's actually a really good tool to have because
yourself,
you know you can actually see if maybe your gun is starting to wear out and maybe you're running an inefficient build or something like that because suddenly you're going through battery. After 2 games, when normally you could run, you know.
I could run my gun all day.
Yeah, some of you guys. But yeah.
So
you know,
with the battery tester, what that does is it makes sure that
Allow you to check the life of the cells.
you like you're not gonna run it all the way to dead.
well, it'll let you know if you did.
Yeah.
So my gearbox locked up. Why is that? Well, your battery's at 2%.
There you go.
2%. Can we save this?
No,
Yeah, you can.
not a
Yeah,
two.
you
Not
can.
really.
Damage is done, but you can save
not
it.
at 2%.
At 2%.
This is not
you
a,
can.
this is not a battery
Hey,
segment.
we'll argue about that at 70, okay?
All right.
Episode 7. Yeah.
All right. So battery chargers, if you know what you're getting, a hobby shop is probably your best bet
Yep.
to get batteries.
Hobby Lobby or any RC.
Yeah, there's-
RC shops. They'll have the big ones.
Yeah, but make sure you get the adapters because they're only gonna
Well, they're
use
running
XT
large
they're-
Tamiya's, right?
They're gonna only use XTC connections and Deans.
Yeah,
because,
so
that's what's.
That's where the price comes in for the more expensive ones. They're multi, like, you know, they have different plugins.
What's the word for like electrical levels? I don't fucking know.
Whoa. All right. Okay, let's move on from there. And this is a big one, well, brand new to our edition here. It's going to be gear bags and gun bags. Hard case or soft case?
If I recommend
case
anything,
always.
I will always tell people to try and find a hard case, just because the uses of a hard case are so much more than
Yeah.
like a protection as well as a storage unit, right? You know, like protection is in safekeeping just because it's lockable. For those of you guys that are ever interested in traveling with airsoft, if you're gonna bring your equipment with you, a hard case is definitely I'm pretty sure it's the only way to go. Whether you're flying airlines, or
I mean,
crossing the border.
The soft case is still fine.
Soft case. Sorry, I misrepresented myself there. So soft cases are good, and don't get me wrong, I own multiple soft gun bags. They are good for use when you're crossing a land border. I have done that with the soft case.
Yep.
But I do know that anytime you are trying to attempt to fly with a firearm on a gun, it needs to be a hard case. So, a locked hard case. So that being said, there, I will always tell people, hey, hard case is definitely, more versatile. Right? But there is.
If you want to get the creme de la creme, what should they look at? Pelican cases?
Yeah, the Pelican Vault 350. That one's nice.
I have a few Pelican cases,
You do.
and I will live by it because of the fact that they are a industry standard. Problem is expensive.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
If
I mean,
you
you're
are
getting what you're paying
setting the
for, though, right?
standard, yeah,
You are getting what you're paying for.
yes,
Yeah.
you could go to Amazon and get something like the Plano.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Plano's your like cheap brand.
Plano's a cheap brand, and there's also some China brands that are even cheaper than that.
Yeah,
and
like
you just
the
gotta
Meiji
watch
or
out.
whatever.
Called Seagull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just read the reviews.
Medjai, we're
Hey,
Medjai,
hey,
yeah.
hey, I just got one for $100. Okay. It was
So
a steal.
that's probably something that an airsofter will look at and be like, I don't want that. Like that's too expensive. But you give it to them and they'll be like, oh my god.
I'd be grateful as hell.
I'd be super grateful as well because like they're expensive.
A gun bag.
So why are we going over gun bags?
Because it's a must, is it not?
It is a huge must. You know why, right?
BC Bill 4.
BC Bill 4. It is now law. You have to have a opaque. Is it opaque?
Opaque. That was
You have to have an opaque case,
Yes.
right? It doesn't matter if it's soft or hard covered,
No.
right?
Lockable.
Opaque meaning that you can't see through it. You don't know what it is.
So for all our listeners outside of BC, this does not apply to you guys. Maybe it should for good practice, but it's only for us in BC.
Yeah. So your significant other or your airsofter or your boyfriend, girlfriend, or son or daughter, they're going to travel to a location which is basically Panther, right? They need to store their gear somehow, right? So getting a gun bag is probably like number one priority. They should already have one.
It's definitely handy.
Yeah. If they don't and they're still carrying it with the box that it came,
Or the duffel bag, which
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I just want legality wise, that is okay. I want people to know
Yep.
that because
they can't see through it.
Yes, right. So some
Yeah.
people have been freaking out, being like, "Oh, I carry it in a duffel bag. Does that mean I have to get a gun?" No, you don't. You
Yeah.
look dumb, but you don't have to get one.
Yeah. So my biggest pet peeve is seeing people with the actual gun box that came with
But that's okay too.
technically, but there's a photo of a gun.
No, but that's okay because it shows you that it is a toy.
True.
Right? If anything, that would be the most bona fide way of proving that this is a toy.
Okay, you prove a point.
Right.
But
So
for
I
me,
get that,
it's
But now you come into the protection aspect, right? That is a cardboard box with plastic lining. You are not protecting anything. If you drop that, which I have seen it done
Yep.
multiple times,
It's gonna rain.
your gun's broken,
yeah.
and we're gonna be laughing at you.
And
the
also a big one is gear bags.
Yeah, that's a new thing too that people are
Yeah.
getting more into.
So
right?
remember, like your significant other, your son or daughter coming to the field, they're gonna be rolling with gear, right? Their plate carriers, their magazines, their pistol, whatever other stuff that they need, like their BBs and stuff. They're gonna need something to carry all that from the house to the car to Panther, right? And just one of those things that are overlooked. When your gear collection grows, then you're gonna have problems trying to have all of this thing, loaded into the car and stuff. Gear bag is a big one. There is a lot of gear bag selection that you can get, that soft cases. You don't have to get a hard case.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you could even just get like a Tupperware and load all your stuff in there. A tote bag, a tote bin, because that's what I used to do back then. I see a lot of airsofters use it now.
Any kind of container.
Yeah.
Because you need to be able to contain your mess.
And what I recommend is get something with wheels, right?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, because when you
Podcast setup.
when you carry it out of your car, you're not gonna haul that thing, with your hands.
Just depending on how much gear you have, right?
I mean, I got a lot.
I know you have a 40-foot trailer. That's how big your container is.
Yeah,
it's hard to move now.
Unfortunately, it's not on wheels.
But don't get to that level, guys. But take it from me, who was bringing like 16 guns, airsoft guns, in the field on a weekend, right?
One day?
Yeah,
16 at once.
yeah. I have to carry Pat stuff.
Yikes.
Yeah, so there you go. So when you start growing your gear, you're gonna need a bigger gear bag.
Yeah.
So a duffel bag will do, right?
Will, it's great.
And then you move up to something with wheels, and then you just move on from there, and then a hard case.
I know one of the popular things that I see with some of the younger guys out there, and if any of you guys are listening that do it, I know some of the young guys. I see them with their like hockey bags because I know a couple of them all
Yep.
play sports.
I
and
started with that one too.
Exactly,
Yep.
right? So
it
those
works.
Those ones are great. Duffel bag / suitcase / backpack nowadays. I remember that was revolutionary back when Tack and I were young. It's usually a standard now. But yeah, wheels, suitcase-like, and backpack, whatever
Yep.
straps, right, and a hockey bag. Just
Yeah,
be
you
able
could
to
you
carry
could
your
go
equipment.
to like a
Remember the Roots ones we had when we were kids?
Canadian Tire has like the tool selection,
Yeah.
like the stuff you store tools in. You could also do that for airsoft stuff
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah, exactly. A toolbox, tool bag, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. So they work well as long as you can put your tools in it, your your airsoft stuff in it. It works. It doesn't have to be for airsoft even, right?
Organization does not hurt
Yeah,
airsofters
and
whatsoever.
I mean, it's also good, to tell little Jimmy and be like, hey, clean up your room, dumps everything into the bin or whatever gear bag they
God.
have, and
Corey,
then
you just gave the kids an easy way out. You just talked about an everything bin.
yeah.
Every mom's worst nightmare.
No, it's good for them because they clean up. So all the what's worse, right? I'm sure a parent would know what's worse: going to their room and stepping on a BB.
Oh, well, that's going to happen no matter what. Once you're an airsofter,
Not in this house.
I bet you I could find a BB. Don't make me sniff it out.
So there you go. So as a parent, or
looking.
if
I know
if you're a
there's some
girlfriend
around
looking
here.
for something to get for your airsofter boyfriend, right? That's probably one thing to get at home, right? Like containers, right? Gear
Honestly,
bags,
I
gun
don't
bags.
Think
You
we
can
tell the women to get their men organized. I'm pretty sure they're on it.
yeah, but that's
Like I've just been seeing my girlfriend for a short amount of time, but she's on my ass. I'm like, what is that? Why is that
So,
on the ground? And I'm
all
like,
right.
Holy crap! Like,
so.
God, I really like this.
Organization is a must for airsofters. That's again overlooked, right?
It's often overlooked,
Yeah.
often over talked about, often overlooked.
Yeah.
Especially when you start getting all that gear, it actually makes your life a lot easier. So
Yeah.
definitely look into that.
Yeah.
Our next topic here, or next down the list, is Illumination. I wouldn't say it's a big one, but it's
Time
an
of year.
it's an
Time of
important
year.
one.
It's-
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Time
for
of
the
year.
time of year.
It gets dark at 4 o'clock
Yeah.
now.
So
So
when we
if you're
talk
playing on a
about
weekend, yeah.
Games are a thing.
Yeah, so when we talk about illumination, we just talked about flashlights, headlamps, floodlights. If you're into that, I know some people have independent floodlights and whatnot, so go check that out and whatnot. But don't forget, Panther hosts ASG night games, so because of that, illumination is actually a really important factor, especially for the time of year, as Mac was saying earlier. When it comes to Wintersoft or this time of season, it gets dark, around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and you still got another 3 hours, 2 hours of playtime. So you're gonna need your flashlights. I know we have lights set up in city and whatnot, but that just adds more angles and makes it a little more complicated. So you want a directional light that you can point.
Yeah, gun lights.
So
Yeah.
with
It doesn't have
that-
to be a gun light. It's just a regular flashlight.
Honestly,
honestly.
are we making them do the pistola?
Yeah.
I will never ever recommend someone to do that.
Yeah, because let's talk about that, Mac. How did that go? That match you played against me like that?
Well, I did fine.
Yeah. Well, what about your
sure?
flashlight?
My flashlight was fine.
What was it?
Yeah, it survived. Not in good health, but it survived. Okay, but my main reasoning on that right there, you definitely want to have like a directional light, like you're talking about, just like a gun light, like a weapon-mounted light, because you want to be able to see where you're shooting. Like the amount of times I've seen people playing in low light situations and they do not know where their BB is shooting, yet their attitude starts to pronounce like they were shooting them like point blank. Like I shot you. I'm like, dude, you don't even know where your BBs are going. Don't lie to me. Like, do not lie to me. Like, you can't, like, oh, I shot you. I'm like, you can't see, dude. Your glasses are all fogged up. Oh, God, that's another one. We're not even going to touch that one right now. But, yeah, lights it can be good. And even a low lumen light. Because a lot of people are on that whole, I need the power of the sun on the end of my gun.
You don't need it.
Well, you go ahead. That's fine. You're still not going to beat me. I have nods. But, like, my thing on that is
Are we
wanting
bringing
to be
this
able-
up? Are we...
no, I'll bring it up later. But what I'm trying to say, sorry, about the low light thing is you want to be able to see.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think it's more important for a safety factor because
Yeah.
when you're out in the dark, you can't see what's
on the ground. That's
on
what
the
I'm
ground.
saying about the
You
low
are
lumens.
wearing technically you are wearing eye protection, and that fogs up.
Yeah, it's just an added variable to disorientate you from your from your movements, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing, especially at night. A lot of people who haven't experienced it, and some people that have now started to experience it, kudos to them that came out and tried. Night games are different.
Yep.
This isn't a skirmish. Like, I mean, it is skirmish play, but it's just like you are not sprinting at spawn, or from spawn at the start of the game. There, if you do,
It doesn't have to be a handheld either. It could be a headlamp.
Exactly. I have multiple options.
Yeah,
with-
or a red light.
Yeah,
That's
so
a big one.
So I actually have Tack and I both have multifunction lights
Yeah.
on our helmets.
So that's a big one for Airsofters, red light. If you are at the field, ASG sells a plethora of different light setups.
For their game modes.
Yeah, so if you want to drop off your kid or your significant other or an Airsofter, you want to get them something, check out ASG.
Check out the ASG store. They brought in a nice array
Because
of
they are
goodies.
working with that environment at night, so they do supply good amount of lighting gear.
They got options.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Let's move on to now my favorite, because I'm a tech guy.
Electronic. I was gonna say
electronics.
you're a gas guy.
Yeah, I was
think
like, really? You
lie
didn't even
detector determined that was a lie.
So if I was a gas guy, I would recommend getting we're
propane
skipping here. No. Someone mentioned
Boy, you are not the father.
ow. So yeah, someone did mention propane, green gas.
Terrible.
No, I mean
About the propane, not the green gas.
yeah, I mean you
Don't be lazy.
can get it for them. That's an easy gift to get, but honestly,
Propane is for a barbecue.
there you go. So anyways, let's move on to electronics. That's a big one.
It's a big one.
If you if you have an Airsofter that is big on recording gameplays, get a GoPro. Like, if they don't have a GoPro, get them something cheaper, like any action cam. That's below like $100 to $200. That's usually a good starter one.
Even the older GoPro models,
Yeah.
which are actually still readily available throughout stores, Craigslist. If you guys look around, like if you have a friend that's interested in trying it out, they don't have to be. You don't have to go get them the
latest and greatest.
The run cam, dual front and back sports cam with the
they will
GoPro
move
Hero
on to
9.
that.
Yeah.
If they are an Airsofter that likes to make videos and then uploads it, right? Extra cameras.
they can do it themselves. They'll
Yeah.
get there.
If they have a head cam already, right? They'll need like a secondary one, like a gun cam, a front cam for
Selfie
gun
cam.
selfie cam.
Third party cam.
I was gonna say actually, this goes back to a couple of the topics before, but if they actually have a camera already or have more than one camera, external battery.
Yep.
That's something
USB.
you can get them, and that's something that they
SD
will not
cards.
say no to
Yep.
because
SD cards
they'll
is
be
a big
running
one.
Power like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, battery bank is a big one. Yeah, I mean after games they'll just plug it in and then,
Get
or
that
they'll
battery.
plug it in with their setup. GoPro Accessories is a big one.
Yep.
Because they are a standard. So if you get him like a $30 set of GoPro Accessories, I'm sure he'll be happy because he can mount it on his chest, on the gun, on his head, anywhere he wants to mount it. So that's like a big one for electronics there. You don't have to get a GoPro. You get something like DJI as well. They're also good.
I think Sony has like a relatively cheap
Action cam. Yeah, it's the old ones. You can just attach it to your helmet. You also, if they're into photography now, right? There's nothing like an Airsofter loving the way things look, right? And other Airsofters also appreciate getting their photos done as well. So having a good
Free professional photos.
So
of
having a good
course.
camera, right? That's a big one. A DSLR will, will set you back like $600. But hey, if that's something they want to get, right? Then you don't have to use it for airsoft. It could be other things, right? Like for me, I'm a photographer. I use it for other things, portraits, sports, taking photos of people at the field, and they look good in their kit. Yeah, that's a big one for airsofters.
Do you charge people for that?
No,
You're very good.
He's very good to us.
You're very good too.
all for you guys. All right, so yeah.
They would cry if they knew how expensive you were.
Oh, it's easily at 5,000.
Easily.
Don't. Yeah. If again, we could get into a topic of starter gear photography stuff. You could literally just look for a $400 DSLR, and yeah, you're on your way with a bunch of lenses. Another one that is big is Wearable Technologies.
Are we talking about augmented reality here?
No, not like a VR helmet.
Yeah, stay out.
No, augmented reality, not VR.
Get out.
Virtual reality is going in. Augmented.
No,
is
we're not
bringing
talking
it
about
out.
VR. No.
What? No, it's the VR is backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards.
I'm
They're
talking-
already
I'm
they're
talking-
already
these go
airsofting
on
outside.
apart.
I'm talking about AR.
Okay. Nope, that's not gonna work because that's expensive technology. So wearable technologies like one of these guys, Apple Watch, Garmin, or Fitbit. So
Fitbit.
if they're into the fitness sort of model, right? Mac.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, he's not jumping in here and work on your fitness. They're working on their fitness, right? They need something to track.
Oh, an Apple Watch or some kind of Fitbit
Yeah,
or anything
yeah.
like that? Yeah, I have
So
a
that's
Fitbit. I need
that's
to
a
get
big
that
one
back
to
on.
get them as well. It doesn't have to be for airsoft either. It could be for
For life.
yeah, for generally when someone is out there working out, they complement airsoft with their fitness regime as well, and that's something you could get for them, like a Garmin or a Fitbit, so it tracks anything that they do with their body at that point. So that's a big one to get. It's for fitness-minded airsofters.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to services.
Services. You're offering services, boy?
Yes.
Sorry, I just have to go off right there. Ty said that there's night games. There are no night games this week.
No.
Ty,
All right.
Why, Ty?
You're a liar, Ty.
Why?
All right.
Ty's a liar.
So membership is a big one at Panther, and there is sort of two levels of membership depending on how much you want to spend.
Good one and the okay one.
No, there's the good one, and then there's the one where you still love them, but pay for your own gain.
Exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
we love
Okay, so
ya.
here we go. So here we go. Let's start off with the Panther membership.
Yep.
So this is something that we're actually going to promote here because of the fact that, you come out to the field a lot.
Sponsor
They're not. We're already sponsored. What?
by Panther. This episode is sponsored by Panther Airsoft.
Don't say that. We are, by the way.
Not officially.
So we have the Black Infinite Ult.
Why did you give him that right away? You tease him.
Should we start lower?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want something a little bit cheaper, you want to show your support, he goes out to the airsoft field, or she goes out to the airsoft field a lot, right? He mostly. Hey, don't assume. Airsoft Gold membership is $200. What does that get you? That basically cuts their airsoft entrance fee to $15, and the corkage fee still applies.
Yeah, it's always there.
Yeah, it's always there. So you're basically cutting his entrance fee by half. And then BBs and green gas are 50% off.
Yep.
And VIP discounts at special events and 30% discount at field merchandises. So there you go. So you get a lot out of that. If he comes in every other Saturday or Sunday, I think that pays for itself, right? You're giving them the opportunity to go, often because they're paying for a cheaper price now.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is something you want to consider getting them. Come on down to Panther and purchase it there.
All right, Big Daddy Point. Now give him the big one.
All right.
Give him the
So
big one.
the next one,
Give him the BBC.
next one is going to be the Black Infinite Unlimited membership, which is going to be a steep price of $579.95.
Whoa.
And remember, these memberships last for 1 year. So it's unlimited free airsoft entries. So it basically pays off after, I think it's we calculated 4 months of
Something like that.
of
If you
use?
Go every weekend.
yeah, if you go every weekend for the next 4 months, that pays off right away.
Was it 4 months or was it 3? Yeah, it was 4
I
months.
thought it was like 3 or 4 months somewhere.
3 to 4 months, if I remember correctly. We calculated it last year. Unlimited air refills. I mean, they already are. I don't know why I put it in there. No BB corkage fees.
Yep.
So there you go. 50% off BBs and green gas. So your green gas, instead of paying $20, now it's $10. And it still comes with the VIP discounts for special events and up to 30% discount on field merchandise as well. So this is if you love them a lot, here you go. Go play airsoft for an entire year for free.
If you're one of us,
If you
get a black membership.
Well, if I see you every Saturday and Sunday and you don't have a black membership, I'm going to ask you, are you okay? Are you okay?
For $579, that is not a bad deal.
We are once again asking for your sponsorship for $579.95 a year. You can get yourself an infinite unlimited black membership pass, which offers you free membership at Panther Airsoft.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are asking for your help.
So yeah, there you go. So if you're stuck in like, what do I get him? He goes to Panther a lot.
You cannot go wrong with
You can't go wrong with any of these, right? I mean, even if it's just a $200 one,
That's a good one. You're
right?
saving
They're not
money.
paying that $200. You gave it to them, and then they're saving already $10, $15 every time they come down to the
It's like
field.
half price on admission right
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
So that's you're saving
Yeah.
$15 on admission. Like
You're basically giving him free gas money at that point.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're putting gas in his tank.
Well, not right now. $30 limit.
You just go again.
You just go.
You take the card in and then out, and then you put it back in again.
Ah, smart.
Life hacks.
All right.
Nobody telling me.
I'm gonna be going back to this video next year, and I'll be like, "Wait, we had a gas limit? Oh yeah."
Who the hell restricts gas? It's already in limited supply.
All right. So yeah, membership. That's a big one. Make sure you check it out. Go to the pantherpaintball.com website to check out the prices on it, and as well as the what applies to it. What we've said here is what came out of the website, and yeah, go purchase it. You could go down the field, or you could email. I believe it's the contact us on the page, and then they could also take your payments from there. And just make sure you put down who's it going to, because that's a big one. We know our customer base, and if we know who it is, then we could just apply it to their name.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah. All right. And
We know who you are. We have all of your waivers.
yes, that is also their personal information.
No.
We don't use that against you.
Yes.
All right. So next up, gift cards. So what is a good gift card to get
I
for
was
an
gonna say
Airsofter?
this had to be the
I
last
thought it was
one.
a golden buzzer, and I was gonna be like Amazon.
Okay, well, I was just
I mean, in today's sort of society now,
Right? It's
an
not
Amazon
all-
gift
no,
card
are
goes
we-
a long way.
Are
$500
we
bucks on
encouraging
Amazon.
the cop out here, guys?
Amazon.
This is why gift cards was last on the list.
By the way, we're not sponsored by Amazon.
this is literally the worst gift
Jeffy
that you
boy,
can do.
come on, throw me some of that.
Like
dough,
anything worse
Bezos.
than a gift card, guys, is giving them money.
I'd give you. Why don't you?
Do you
ever
just
give
want
me-
money?
Yeah. Why don't you ever give me money?
What? No, give me BBs or something.
No, give me money.
Well, apparently, we have some opinions here on gift cards.
Man.
Okay,
gift
what I was
cards
gonna
are-
mention
gift
is
cards are for people
So-
who
See, he bought a
For
gift
no
card
effort.
and someone just called him lazy, so now he's like recurring and like continuing.
You know-
he's perpetuating.
You know,
that
okay.
stereotype.
So here's the
Yeah.
situation.
Gift cards aren't lazy.
So this is the situation. Maybe
cards are lazy.
a child or your boyfriend is looking to buy like an expensive gun or something, right? But you don't want to pay for the whole thing. All right, give him like a $200 Trigger Airsoft gift card.
It's not a
Okay,
bad
all
plan.
right,
And then
all right.
that'll-
Touche, boy,
that,
touche.
that $600 airsoft gun becomes now $400, and then add the taxes to it,
Yeah,
right?
maybe that
They will
$1,200
appreciate you.
MWS, you know?
They will appreciate you a lot. So, yeah, gift cards is the way to go. Yeah, like I said, we're helping Trigger here by saying get a Trigger gift card, because that is the local airsoft store that we have here. You can also go to like something like Poco Military or anything like
They
that.
always have really good selection when it comes to brands, right? They carry top quality brands when it comes to them. If they don't have the one that you are dying for specific reasons to get or something like that, you can always contact them. They're super resourceful
Yeah.
and they're super helpful.
Yeah, a gift card from them. Pass it along to your significant other or
Exactly.
your
You
child,
never-
and
never
then
go
be like,
wrong.
go crazy, right? Add your own money to it. As
Yeah,
well.
exactly. There you go.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
$500
$200. That's $200 they don't have to spend, or $300, $400, or whatever.
do
Right?
they
I
have
concede.
Do they have $500 gift cards?
Probably. Not
I mean,
gonna lie.
I mean,
In
it's
this
it's a
day and age,
random number you can put in there.
Hey, just a hint, bro.
420.69.
Yo, the Chad
That's
move.
more than 500, boy.
Wait a second. No, 69 cents.
420.
All right. So yeah, that
Order
basically breaks down some of the gifts idea, like Christmas gift idea that we have
I mean,
here.
that's pretty much like the hot ticket items. Right?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna get with anything. Because the main reason that we and so for people that were wondering why we don't have guns on here,
They already know what they want.
well, I mean, and it's hit or miss. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if you went and bought me a Tavor, I'd probably not be your friend anymore.
What's wrong with the Tavor?
Everything.
See, now we get into arguments with
We
airsofters.
need to get rid of that
Right?
gift now.
Like, look, if you got me a G36, I'd probably not like you. Like, I don't like my brother. But like, if you got me an M4, I can maybe hang it up or something. If it's not
If
something
it's a
that
SEMA M4, what about it?
a SEMA M4,
Yeah.
can you give me a SEMA AK?
No. SEMA M4. See, then we get into these situations.
I don't
Yeah.
want that. I'll give that away.
So-
Like,
So pro tip, yeah, don't
don't buy the guns.
don't buy the gun.
Leave the guns for a birthday.
Yeah, no, I mean leave it up to them to
Well, I'm
get
just saying a birthday is like specific. you
If
know?
you're- if
I'm
you're
not
gonna-
trying to surprise you, I'm just
Yeah.
like, hey, what the fuck you want? Like we're past this point now, you know.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not
yeah.
beating around the bush here. You know it's coming. Christmas, you could wake up and you could be dead.
And you also got to watch out because you got to get other people presents too. So
Right?
you don't want to buy like
You
a
could be
$600.
dead.
So-
Christmas could come and go, and you don't even get to see your gun. Exactly, because you were a bad kid and all you got was a lump of coal. And you wouldn't even get a lump of coal because most of you kids would know the lump of coal is actually worth quite a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So a little bit of disclaimer here. It is the holidays coming up with the supply chain logistics issue. Make sure you get your orders in, and as well as make sure you, especially if you're ordering back east or anything like that, order in priority because it's going to be difficult to get them over here.
This is why we did Black Friday shopping.
Yeah. We should have did this first before Black Friday.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. With the way the going trend is, it's almost like we need to start the Christmas holiday shopping season
In September?
In September.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to think about
we
this.
can't wait.
No,
We can't do it before November.
No,
So-
we have to because we have to beat the sales.
So what
or
I'm- what
else
I'm
these
saying
guys
is-
aren't gonna be in front of the the ball.
What I'm saying is holidays, very busy time. Make sure you order soon. If you can get something from the store like Trigger or Poco Military, or just buying like in sporting goods in general, yeah, get them soon because it's going to be too late if
Well, the
you
malls
shop.
are gonna get busy, guys.
Yeah.
If you're not there already, then you will regret it.
Anyways, I think we've covered everything here. Is there any other random things that you can think of to get an Airsofter? Because
Video games. Squad is off for 25% off. Get it now.
is that like our default sponsor?
No, I just like that game a lot.
Did you really? Hey, Chuck, let's go. Come on, man. What are you doing?
I just like that game a lot, and I would say that Airsofters would like it too.
What's the development group called again?
OWI.
OWI. What are you doing, bro? Come on. Airsoft. Yo, come in. Okay, I knew he was there. So I'm just saying, ask and maybe you shall receive. I don't know.
So that's also a good idea too. Is video games too, right?
No, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
Anything that relates to like good communication.
Just
teamwork,
don't get them the
stuff
new
like that.
Battlefield right now. It's kinda
I
buggy.
would stay so far away from that. If
laughing
you
at
think about getting into that, just get yourself COD.
Okay. So yeah,
go back and open the other
if they're a
one.
console gamer, look at what
You suck.
console they have. Don't diss our console gamers. If they have a PC,
Master Race.
Steam gift card, by the way.
Ooh. Somebody just posted shock cheat Pikachu me.
Thanks, Ty. All right, so I think that is it. We'll end it off here. If you guys have any ideas on what to get for your airsoft friend or airsoft significant other or airsoft, son or daughter,
Give us a top 10.
yeah, put it down
Yeah,
below.
actually, that's what we want. Give us your guys' top 10 gift ideas that you are planning on getting your airsoft buddies. And
we'll break it down next episode.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at it next episode.
Yeah, and I'll leave you with the outro.
Okay. All right, guys. Welcome. Thank you for sitting through another episode of the Panther Airsoft Folding Table Talk. This was episode 69.
6969.
Nice.
You really just screwed that up.
Just say nice.
Nice.
Who are you?
Okay.
Did you listen to Takashi 69? Get out of this house. Okay. Well, thanks, guys, for sticking around for this episode of the Panther Airsoft Folding Table Talk. I'm your host, Mac. That's Tack. Poise over there. Thank you for sticking around, and we will see you guys next time. Do you guys like the fire log? Please let us know in the comments below.
Touch the fire. It's hot.